Everyone, I'm going to go through the new holiday catalogue, which runs from August to December this year, the mini catalogue. I did this last Thursday at a Stampin' Chat Zoom meeting, and I said that I'd repeat it for my ladies so that they could remind themselves what I went through. So this is the front of the catalogue, which has got some fabulous pine trees and everything. And then we open up, and the first thing I want to show you is the Advent calendar kit. So it comes in a nice sturdy brown box, and I made this up. This carries over from last year's catalogue, and it's absolutely gorgeous, very easy to make, very, very sturdy. And the drawers, if you want to, if you have them for Christmas one year, and then you can turn them around and decorate them with something non-Christmassy to store all your embellishments and bits and pieces during the year. So that's the Advent calendar kit, very, very easy to use. Then we're going to move on to here. There's a very good card making kit here for those who want quick and easy. It comes with a stamp set, and it's got glue dots, I think, embellishments, the cards and envelopes, and it's got gold foil sheets, and it's got an ink pad and an acrylic block. That's a really good inclusive card kit. Then we come on to the really nice tag kit, which can be made in cards as well. This is the tag buffet set, which is actually sold separately. And in fact, I've done 3 of the little ornaments that you can easily cut out, and I've used Peace, Love and Joy from the Dove of Hope stamp set just to do little ornaments like that. And then this is the set. It comes in a really nice paper pumpkin box decorated with holly, which you could repackage and give as a gift. And these are samples of the different tags, so if you just mounted that onto a card, it would be very simple. There's Christmas stockings, so basically there are 6 designs, 5 of each designs. There are 5 stockings, 5 of those bases to go with it. And you can see I've used the tag buffet stamp set for the sentiments, but you can use any stamp set that you've got. There's 3 presents there. You've got the red ornament, and then you've got a Christmas tree, really nice Christmas tree, and then you've got the really quirky bird as well. So that is the instruction sheet, and it's got instructions for all 6 designs of tag. And it's got some gorgeous gold thread. I suspect there's probably 9.1 meters on here, but I'd almost buy it just for that golden thread because it's so nice. And it's got all the bits and pieces and the instructions. So that's the tag project kit. Then moving on, I've already shown you the Advent calendar. This is the Most Wonderful Time product medley, which we had last year. These are the stamps that come in the medley, and you also get the dies as well. And you get some really lovely sticker sheets, you get gold stars, you get 48 sheets of 6x6 paper. Really lovely set, and it's got a refill kit as well, so that's really useful. For those that bought the medley last year, they can buy the refill kit. I'll definitely be getting the refill kit. I love the papers and I love the deer, and I might use it for a class as well. So that's that one. This is Heartwarming Hugs, lovely for people who like tea and coffee and so on. I have got the designer series paper, but I have got the red braided trim as well, which I can quickly show you. It's like our crumb cake coloured braided trim in the annual catalogue. Really, really nice trim for tags and easy to tie as well. So, and these embossing folders I also have. They're really pretty. It's a really good design, and it's marked with a pale green mini because it will go with our new Stampin' Emboss machine, which is due to come out before Christmas. So that's one of them done in real red, and that's the other mini embossing folder, which has lovely little dots on it. So really pretty, and they come out really a good impression as well. That's the size of them to fit through the mini machine. So those are those embossing folders. And so now we move on. That's the 2 stamp sets that go with all the Warm Hugs bundle. And then we move on. You've got the gift wrap bundle here, which is useful if you like punches to go with stamps, very quick and easy if you like bows and want gift bows to go on presents and so on. And this is the Dove of Hope bundle. So these are the first samples that I'm going to show you. So there's the die of the dove. I've done the background with one of our masks from the annual catalogue with our shimmer paint embossing paste from the annual catalogue, and that's one of the sentiments in the stamp set. And that's another card that I cased from the catalogue using the same set. So just to show you, that's the stamp set, more close up. And I'm just going to show you the dies. So if you look here, you can see there's a die to cut out these two stamped images, these two doves. There's a die to cut out the branch and the bauble. There's a die that cuts out 6 circles at once, which are the berries to go on the sprigs. This isn't a stamp, this is just a die. And then you've got the dies for the dove and also to go underneath the wings and the tail. Okay, so that's that one. Just put that one back. And then if I turn over, the poinsettia place suite. I can show you the cards for this. I've made up some cards, some cased from other demonstrators. This is with the red and green foil cardstock. There's the embossing folder you can see that I've just shown you. Warm wishes from our home to yours is one of the sentiments. This is the red velvet paper further down along in the catalogue. That's some of our glitter cardstock we don't do anymore. And this is the plush poinsettia paper, which is here in the catalogue. So that's really nice. This is real red cardstock sponged around the edge, some of the plush poinsettia cardstock again. And this one is one of the stamps stamped and then coloured in with blends and Stampin' Right markers. And this is one of the designer series papers as well. So I'll just put that back and that goes in there. Okay, so, and I want to get those pearl embellishments. I think they're gorgeous. This is a Christian set, Peaceful Nativity with dies to match. And then Peace and Joy, this is quite a popular one. You've got 3 different dies to do the joy, peace and bright. So you can do it all different ways. You can see here, that shows what they come out like. And then this is carried over from last year, the Christmas Gleaming Variety Bundle. This is a card I did at a class last year. That's one of the stamps. I punched out that with the punch. There are 2 punches that go with this set. And then you open it up, Merry Christmas. That's one of the sentiments. And then put it back like that, and that's the designer series paper underneath. So that's that one. Okay, and then we carry on. I haven't got either of these. There's our mini big shot that's coming out before Christmas. Really cute little gnomes. I love those. Julie Kettlewell has done some lovely cards with those using the Snowflake Wishes designer series paper. So this is the Trimming the Town suite, which is lovely. The designer series paper is really lovely. And you've got stamp set and dies. And I have got the ribbon. It's here. It comes in a pack, 9.1 metres of each one. It's lovely because it's only about 1/8 of an inch wide. It's got gold glitter, real red and old olive. Really lovely colours. Fabulous for tags and putting behind cards as well. So I'm just going to dig out the cards that go with this set, which are here. So that was just done with designer series paper and then the dies for the slopes. That was really easy to do. That is from the Tag Buffet stamp set. This is one I've cased from the catalogue. You can see stamped and die cut the house and the little house and the car and the tree and the wreath. That sentiment is from Dove of Hope, Dove of Peace. This is one again. This is stamped and coloured with the blends pens and then cut out. And these sentiments are from some of the designer series paper, which is full of sentiments in French, English and German. So I'm just going to lay these out because they make these all join together from one piece of designer series paper. You can make, and in the pack you'll get 2 of these. That was the sheet of designer series paper. You just cut it at 4 and 4 and then 6 straight across. Trim it down a little bit, put it on some background paper or cardstock, use all different sorts of cardstock, and you've got 6 cards. And these sentiments come from another sheet of the designer series paper that has these little sentiments on. There's another one done with the dies, and one of them's got trees on. And that's a birthday card done for a boy. I've got a grandson, age 1 and a bit. This will be suitable for him when he's a little bit older. I love these VWs. That absolutely sells me the set. This background is the postage punch stamp, which is in the annual catalogue. So I'll just pick these up and put them away. And they go in here. And I haven't got those embellishments yet, but they look very nice. This is the Merry Moose bundle. One of my demonstrators very kindly did me a card with this set. I can just dig it out. Nope, I can't find it, so perhaps I'll come across it later. So we'll just see. But it's a lovely set, and it comes with a punch again for people who like to use punches with stamp sets. This is a set not to be overlooked. Really lovely. Just get that piece of paper out from there. This is on my wish list. The lovely Highland cattle and the sheep and the cat. But I love the sentiments. Happy Christmas is always good. Be merry. Wishing you peace now and always to you and yours, and joy to the world. So really nice sentiments there. All of these sentiments are apparently from Christmas films. I think that's from A Wonderful Life. I think that is from The Grinch. And I think that might be from Elf. Or that might be from Elf. I think that one's from Elf. So here you can see the snowflake sequins. So I'll just see if I can dig those out for you. Hopefully they are here. Here we go. So these are amazing because you've got a sheet in Just Jade and a sheet in Iridescent, and they've got really good adhesive on the back. So you can just use your take your pick tool to take them off with. Here's my take your pick tool I use all the time. So I usually use the paddle end for picking off embellishments. That's really useful for all sorts of things. A piercing tool, and then you've got the putty end for picking out sequins and putting a bit of Tombow and just sticking it on. So that's the take your pick tool. So those are the snowflake embellishments. And then if we move on, just see that I haven't gone past, no, I don't think I have, the Wishes and Wonder bundle. And then here, I wanted to stop at this one, the Evergreen Forest. If I just move this over so that you can see it, the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder. So Mitasu Crafts had a video, Jay and Barry that is, to show this one. I've just added a bit of cloud over the moon, so I used Highland Heather and Pool Party in this one. This tree is from In the Pines, as is the slope and that sentiment, thinking of yous, from In the Pines. So what I did is I used the mask of the moon, 1-inch circle punch out of a piece of a post-it note, and then I removed the mask and just sponged a little bit there to make the cloud come over the moon. So that's Pool Party and Highland Heather. This one is in Balmy Blue and Highland Heather, with the other greeting from In the Pines, Season's Greetings. And then this is one where, this is Case from the catalogue. I've used the sentiment from Dove of Hope, or Dove of Peace, whatever it's called. And this is on gold cardstock. We sell gold, silver, copper, brass, cardstock, and champagne as well, I think we still do. And this is embossed in white. I do recommend with this 3D embossing folder that you mist it, not the gold cardstock, but the white or any other ordinary cardstock. Mist it with a Stampin' Spritzer. You'll get a much better indentation on it. And I actually sponged some Just Jade ink and also some soft sea foam, and then spritzed it before I ran it through to get a slight bit of green you can see there, just to give a bit of extra interest. These are the gold gilded gems from the annual catalogue. Okay, so that's that one. And then if we move on, we're now moving on. Let's put that there. That's a lovely Christian sentiment stamp set that I've just ordered. I think it's absolutely fabulous. So this is one of my favourite suites, the Snowflakes Splenda suite. There's just so much potential with this one to play around with simple stamping, or more complicated if you want to do the shaker card. So I'm just going to show you some cards made with this. If I start off first for the beginners with a simple stamping card, this is just the various different snowflakes, Highland Heather, Pool Party, soft sea foam, and this is Smoky Slate, the sentiment, with using the banner punch, which I'll show you later on. But the banner punch does an end like that, in 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1 inch, or you can have a tag fishtail end like that. Again, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. I'll just quickly introduce it in case I forget to mention it later on. That's the banner punch. Similar to the lovely labels punch in the annual catalogue, which is now on back order. So this one is probably going to be popular. So if you want it, order it sooner rather than later, so you don't have to wait. So that's the simple stamping card. This is one case from the catalogue. I've just used a different background, but this is one of the sheets of designer series paper absolutely gorgeous because you can see they've obviously photographed watercolour where they've added salts, so you've got this lovely muted shading effect. So these are the lovely balmy blue gems that come in the suite. Bit of silver thread behind. I've stamped on a banner there. May your season sparkle is one of the sentiments. This one is the gorgeous, gorgeous embossing folder, which is a snow embossing folder. It's absolutely fabulous. So it's there and I love it. It does a lovely, delicate snowflake embossing. It's fabulous. So this is one of the dies, and actually I've got here, I will show you. I've got the dies. So these are the stamps, the snowflake stamp, stamped in different colours. Lovely variety. I love that one particularly. These 1, 2, 3 are you can stamp and die cut, and these 3 are just dies separate. So you have an amazing choice of snowflakes. This is the one I'm just showing you here, which is gives you the negative print. So you put something behind. Here I've got balmy blue glimmer paper behind. Here I've got whisper white behind Coastal Cabana. I just put a gem perhaps there, stamp a little bit around, and that's a lovely centre for a card. So you can do really quick and easy cards. You can see the embossing folder there as well. This was a technique with strips of cardstock then cut into triangles and put back together, and I thought it would go really well with the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. And there's the Subtles embossing folder, which also goes nicely. This is a shaker card done with that lovely nested labels die, which has little snowflakes either end and lots of different snowflakes there. And again, some of the designer series paper, and thank you so much is one of the sentiments. This is one case from the catalogue, one of the gorgeous designer series papers run through an embossing folder, 3 snowflakes die cut and then stamped in Versamark with white embossing powder. Our friendship is one of a kind, with the lovely label, nested labels die. And that shows you what that one looks like, the one that's nested labels with the snowflakes. And this is a theatre card, which one of my demonstrators showed me how to make. And it goes like that. Our friendship is one of a kind. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. So I just decided to use it with this set. So those are the lovely snowflakes. As you can see, I've really played with them quite a lot already, and I've got a lot more, I'm sure. I will be doing a class with these. I'm doing classes online on Zoom, which are proving to be very popular. So I will be doing classes with that one. Oops. So moving on, you've got a traditional snowwonder set there, and then you've got this one, ornamental envelopes. So you can decorate our envelopes with cut it out, the designer series paper, and even a die to cut out a lovely pattern there. And then you've got the baubles and everything. A traditional one if you like colouring in with Light Me Home, card display rack if you want to display your cards. A fun, whimsical set, warm and toasty. Feels like Frost Designer Series paper back from last year. It sold out last year, so they brought it back this year, which is great. In the Pines bundle, so this is a fabulous set. And again, I'll pick up my sample here and show you the dies. So you've got 2 snowbank dies. You've got 3 trees. You've got that one, which you then cut out the outline of, and these 2 are just dies. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps that goes with the dies to cut them out. And I've done them in various different green colours you can see here. So really lovely set. While I'm at it, I'll just show you the poinsettia dies. I forgot to get this out. You can stamp and cut out the poinsettias. You can emboss, just cut out the embossed poinsettias. There's 2 little ones. Embossed holly leaves, stamped and cut out holly leaves. That's just die cut, and these are stamped and die cut. And the dies will fit some of the poinsettias and the berries and on the paper. And these are the sentiments with that one. Just while I'm there, I thought I'd point that out. So that's that one. And these are the cards to go with this set. So that's one cased here. You can see it in the catalogue. And there's the card with some of the green foil sheets die cut with one of the trees. This is one with the group of trees, and then the deer from Snowfront Seasoned Greetings is one of the greetings in the stamp set, and the snow is gold embossed with some gold glitter behind. And then this one was cased from the catalogue. I didn't have a gold hoop, so I just die cut 2 circles close together and put some copper thread ribbon behind, and that sentiment is in the stamp set. This was brayered with Granny Apple Green and I think it's Balmy Blue. And then I used one of our basic decorative masks and used Whisper White ink for that. The Two Deer from Snowfront, the white tree with Balmy Blue cut out to go behind, which a die did that. And this is from the Dove of Hope stamp set. And here's another theatre card using this stamp set. I'll just do it like that. So it says Peace, Joy, Love from the Dove of Hope stamp set. This paper is actually from the Forever Fern set, and open it out and there you have Thinking of You, which is actually from the In the Pines stamp set. Absolutely love this set. I just love pine trees. I love the smell of pine trees. I went for a walk at the weekend in woods near our home. One of my sons was home and my grandson, and it was just absolutely lovely. I could smell, it was redwood pines, and I could smell the smell of the pines. It was absolutely gorgeous, and so I had to get this set. That deer, interesting enough, is from the medley from the beginning of the catalogue that I was talking about. One of the deer stickers. They're absolutely gorgeous and would go very well with this set. So then we come on to the what's called the Gilded Autumn Suite, which I absolutely love. I love the papers. These punches in the catalogue actually, oops, that's my stand, look very small, but actually they're a lot bigger than they look. And they punch out 2 of the papers, which means 4 of the 12 by 12 papers, 2 different designs. They punch out the this one is an oak leaf. According to my son, who's doing a diploma at Kew Gardens, this is another type of oak leaf. I thought it was a maple, but he said no, it's another type of oak, and there you've got the acorn. So these are all different forms of oak. You've got the brushed metallic 12 by 12 cardstock. Just put those punches back, and I'll just find the cards to show you, which are here. So this was medallion stamping. I've just actually done a YouTube video on how to do the template for medallion stamping. I'm going to do one on how to do this card with the Stamparatus. Really enjoyed using this set with the Stamparatus. This one I drew a circle in pencil and I used the stamp with those leaves around it, and then I just added in all the different acorns and leaves. And of course, because the punch is so easy, you could easily cut out that one, but it would be tricky to cut out the leaf ones. It would take you a while. And this is another card using the same set with, I love the greetings in this set. I think they're absolutely fabulous. My heart is grateful for you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Life is better with you. And hey there. I think the font is beautiful. So really impressed with that set. I love to have a nice autumn set. And so I'm very pleased to have this one. Gather Together carried over from last year's catalogue, and I happen, amazingly, to still have some cards to be able to show you, some of which were cased from other demonstrators, can't remember who now, but this is one. The designer series paper was available last year, not now. I don't think I've even got any left, but I put dazzling diamonds on one of the leaves, and here just to give it a bit more extra sparkle. This one, that die is actually from a retired set. But stamped and die cut these ones and really enjoyed doing that. This is a Z fold card that Julie Davison did, and so I just cased that to do at a class last year. And this is one again, amazingly the dies emboss, and you can put ink on the die so you get it darker in the centre. The veins of the leaves therefore stand out. Very easy card, loved doing it. I just love autumn colours, so really enjoyed using the blends to colour this one in as well. So that's the Gather Together suite. Bundle, I should say, not suite. I've just ordered this one, so watch my YouTube channel, keep an eye on it. I'll be doing some cards with that and possibly using it for a class as well. The dies not only do stitching on the leaves, they do stitching around the negative space as well, as it were, which is why this one has the plaid paper behind and then stitching around the aperture. Absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to having a play with that set. And then this one, I'm doing a class on August the 27th, a product-based class, including the stamp set. I think I've got 12 people booked in for it, so that's proved to be very popular. Absolutely love this set. So basically, I've done a card for winter, and for the silver here, I mixed Tombow with water, flicked it over, then put the silver embossing powder and heat set it. This is Seaside Spray with Smoky Slate and a little bit of Misty Moonlight as well. That's the winter one, and then you've got the spring one where I flicked, I think it was white craft ink with water and flicked it over. I've been having great fun with this set, flicking ink. So this is Gorgeous Grape, and it is Pool Party with Soft Suede Tree. The way I did this is I put the tree on the Stampin' Artist because you'd need the biggest block for this tree. It's pretty big. And I just basically took it in turns with each one, stamping the tree, making sure it was stamped as I wanted it to be, dark enough. And then I just put the other stamps on acrylic blocks and just stamped them. I think the Life is Beautiful I had on the other plate of the Stampin' Artist. This is the summer one, and I did gold embossing powder. I mixed the Tombow with water, flicked it over and put gold embossing powder. So that's that one. And then this is the autumn one with lots of different coloured layers of cardstock. And this is copper shimmer paint I mixed with water and then flicked over. Absolutely love this set. I just love the sentiments. Thinking of you, hello, life is beautiful. It's a good one for replacing Sheltering Tree, which many of us liked a lot. So beautiful set. I don't do Halloween, so I'm going to move over the Halloween. Plaid papers, really nice. That's part of the paper share that I've done. And I'm just going to move on. Red velvet cardstock, don't forget that. That's really nice. I'm just going to show you now. I bought this for myself. Usually I buy bundles or stamps or punches or whatever with a class in mind, and obviously with the lockdown and doing online Zoom classes, I've basically chosen bundles with dies that I can do classes with. This one, yes, I could use the tag dies to do a class with, but it's a lot of stamps, so I'll have to get people to buy the stamp set if they want to do a class with this one. But I just love it. And I love that the dies just cut out the owls. I know this one would have to be Christmas, but this one, you could cut out these two and put it on an anniversary card because you wouldn't have that cut out. Well, it does cut out with the die, but you've got the owls on their own, which is lovely. I just think they're so cute. And then this one I did, again, one of the decorative masks from the annual catalogue. It's only £5.50 for the 4 decorative masks, actually, and they're great fun to work with. And again, this one, you could use him on his own with a present for a happy birthday card. I'm just going to show you, I did actually do some tags as well with this set, which came out really cute with the postage stamp punch. So there's one. And there's another from Owl of Us, is one of the sentiments. For You is from Well Said in the annual catalogue. Merry Christmas is in this set, Give a Hoot, and Merry Christmas again. And you can see it was just really fun to do these little tags with some braided trim. So quick and easy to do. Okay, so that's the owls. Absolutely. I just think, I mean, I don't do Halloween, but I would do cards with this one for autumn just to say thank you or whatever. And I think you could probably mirror stamp this one and do a card with that one as well. So absolutely love it. Yeah. So I think we're nearly at the end of this catalogue. There's the triple banner punch, which I've already shown you. And if anybody's got the jar bundle from the annual catalogue, this stamp set goes with the jar. And here, don't forget the snowflake sequins for shaker cards, which are returned from last year. Lovely little shaker card here using the Come Home bundle with the trees and the upside down jar with the house in it. Might reproduce that one. I like that one. And then you've got various other stamp sets here. And at the back, this is a good one because you've got a little box there for treats and so on. Could be used for wedding and anniversary and so on. Here you've got the bundles at the back with more. Don't forget, this isn't just a catalogue, it's a project ideas as well. The dove looks like a partridge here. So this tells you all the bundles again, gives you different samples to copy. And then you've got catalogue at a glance with the stamp sets and with the punches and the embossing folders, the dies, the kits, the ribbon, the accents, the packaging, the designer series paper and the paper. So if you wanted to say, oh, what's the designer series paper like, you just go to this section and then it tells you which page that particular designer series paper is on. Don't forget, if you spend over £150, you get Stampin' Rewards, and also you can choose one of the hostess sets. There's one in this catalogue, and I think there's 2 or 3 in the annual catalogue, and you can get to choose these, and they are cheaper. So this one is £15 value, but you only pay £9 out of your Stampin' Rewards. So you get 10% Stampin' Rewards over £150, and I think at £275 it goes to 12%, and I think at 400 it goes to 14%, and 525 is 16%. So that's that. I want you to remember that we still have Christmas stamp sets and bundles in a section in the annual catalogue. Lovely set called Rustic Retreat with a cute bear. Thinking of you is one of the sentiments, and there's a lovely house that would be good for a new home card. This is Winter Woods, which is a fabulous set. I did this last year. This is done on the Stampin' Artist, colouring in with different Stampin' Right markers and just stamping and restamping and restamping. And this is 3 different colours on the sentiment. Then you've got, this is from Rooted in Nature, this one, which is in the annual catalogue. Another Winter Woods one. And this one comes with a punch. I can't remember the name of the set, but that's in the Christmas section in the annual catalogue. And that's a gorgeous card that Monica Gale sent me for, she's my upline, she sent that to me for Christmas. Absolutely beautifully done. This set is in the annual catalogue, and I can't remember the name, but what a lovely sentiment. May the spirit of peace gently fill your heart and home in this most wonderful time of year. And this is the very popular snow front. So there's one card, and there's another card, and I've used one of those decorative masks again. So I think I've shown you cards with all 4. There's another snow front that we did at a class last year, and there's another one. You can do so many different scenes with the snow front stamp set. It's absolutely fabulous. And just to show you what I did with my demonstrators at our team meeting last night. This is from J.M. Barry, Mitsu Crafts. They're based down in Basingstoke, and it's a fabulous tent card, and so I give them credit for this. I really enjoyed making this card. So that's in Whisper White with some of the designer series paper behind, and this one's in Balmy Blue, just a bit of a different effect with some Whisper White ink with some embossing powder and those lovely Balmy Blue gems as well. So that completes going through the Autumn Winter Holiday Catalogue. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalogue, then please contact me, 07812 925 950. I've got a blog, Stamping Every Day, and a Facebook group, Fanny Stafford's Happy Stampers, you can ask to join, or Stamping Every Day is another Facebook group that you can like and then join in, and I post links to videos there. And if you've enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, and then you'll be informed of future videos. So have a good day, and I hope that you enjoy making things. You've got the time to get it in now before Christmas comes in December. Bye.